right, guys, we're jumping back into it. Game number 3 coming up right now. This KC Game On Fortnite tournament solos. We had planned on the duos tournament, but due to a little bit of a turnout, we are going to switch it up to solos. Make sure everybody fight for their lives for themselves. Hope you guys are having a good time. Game number 1 and 2 are over. With that coming up, while we have a little bit of time right here, let me make sure nobody's landing in the same spot. And actually, while I say that, Fox Salt and Daga both going down here to Lucky Landing, so we could have a quick engagement right off the bat between these two. And while I say that, let me do a quick show right here. This is our leaderboard at the moment. Our overall points leader for now looks like it is Mr. Daga. Got that second point finish with 3 eliminations both times. He's sitting at 10 points, followed up quickly by Catzilla at 7, and Fox Salt in third with 5. And just like I thought, we are going to get into a quick fight, and that was it right there. I just had it over. I shouldn't have done that. Daga in Lucky Landing, a couple of players here, takes out, I think it was Twitch.tv or TweetTV Quick again. Quick Robble, I believe, is who it was. And he will get taken out. The first elimination does go to Daga right there, but he is stuck with only 6 HP, hiding underneath this stairwell with bandages. While that's happening, we see Fox Salt also extremely close, just on the outskirts of Lucky Landing, up in the northwest, or excuse me, the northeast corner, up at this little, I don't know, Asian Chinese building hut style up here at Lucky Landing. The hut that's all by itself just northeast of Lucky Landing. I'm sure he heard that engagement, heard those fights. He's got some ammo, got some impulse and balloons. He could get over there if he wanted to. We're going to see if he decides to take that fight or not. It would be in his favor, as we can see, as Daga is sitting at only 75 HP. He does have those mini shields, though, so I assume, yep, he will be popping those very quick. Going to put him up to that 125 HP. Feels a lot better than the 6 that he was sitting at. So got lucky, found some bandages, found some mini shields, and he's doing much better than he was after getting that very quick elimination off the bat that I unfortunately missed just slightly. As I was browsing at the scores, trying to take a peek at all the score systems. Shouldn't have done that. I should have just watched right after the bat. I knew there was players in Lucky. That was my mistake. We will not do that in the future. Has the opportunity here to pick up the scoped pistol, and he will do so. See how much fun he's going to be able to have off of this. Looks like Fox Salt keeping an eye on his back. Doesn't want to get shot while he's floating away with these balloons. Knows somebody's down there in Lucky Landing. And actually, he must know, if he was watching the kill feed, he knows it's Daga. So I assume he might just be running away. Let's see if we can get some insight. Might be talking to his chat a little bit here.
Everybody's like, shut up, Fox.
Looks like he's just deciding to run away. Taking some balloons, and away he will go. Knows Daga's over there behind him. He doesn't want to take that fight. He'll take Daga in the end game, take him a 1v1 once again, maybe come out on top like he did in game number 1. Daga was able to, in the backside, find both a med kit and a large potion, make that 2 large potions. He's back up to 200 full HP while having an extra on spare and some extra minis as well. So healing for Daga looking very solid. EQ, our other streamer down here at the bottom, not looking too bad, landing in this Salty Springs, got that gold pump shotgun and the blue AK, as well as 200 HP plus some healing on the back end, so not looking like too bad. Just needs to replace that gray SMG with something a little bit more worthwhile. He will be quite happy. As always, with these private matches, will be a little bit of a short delay as we get back into the action here. Kind of starts off that way pretty often. Usually there's maybe 1 or 2 engagements right off the bat, or the opportunity for some engagements. A little bit of lull through the mid-game, and then it picks up right at the end as everybody kind of finds out where all the other players are. We saw Mr. Daga was able to pick up a blue hunting rifle, so that's going to feel very strong for him. I love that weapon. It's one of my personal favorite weapons, especially in a solo game like this where you can just take quick peek shots over a ledge, quick and fast, land those headshots. If you pop the headshot with the blue, they are going to go down. So very powerful weapon. See how Mr. Daga can handle himself with it. Obviously not useful in this game, but we do see the one of the new respawn vans down here in Lucky Landing. A mechanic that was picked up from Apex Legends, I believe. The ability that if you're in a duos or squads game and your teammate goes down, you are able to pick them back up, get them back into the fight, and get rolling again, though they will be have no loot. But it is a great opportunity for squads and duos matches, a new addition to the game of Fortnite very recently. One that I'm quite happy about. I know a lot of people... just see it right in the bottom corner right there. Riddick was able to take out Catzilla. So Riddick, I think, one of our players that is playing off-site right now. Unfortunate for Catzilla. Catzilla does get taken out early in this match. We see 3 out of the 5 players remaining, however, still on stream. So we've got 2 other players hiding. I believe one of those should be Aqua, as we saw Catzilla get taken out. I think I know the other player as well. Let me pop up my scoreboard here. Yeah, it should be Unknown Tombo. I think are the other 2 players we can't see, Aqua and Unknown Tombo, unless they got taken out of the kill feed when I wasn't aware, and that's totally possible. But I believe those are our 2 other remaining players, so I'm sure we will get confirmation sometime. A very southern circle all the way down here to the very south middle, a little bit off to the east. Daga in no rush down here at Lucky Landing. He can loot whatever he wants. Now he's going to be coming up to this building that Fox Salt looted. You saw this happen in Game 1 where he kind of followed Fox Salt's trail, knowing that he was here, and now he knows somebody was here. He knows that chest has been looted. Going to make sure to be safe and check out this whole building. On the bottom screen, we see EQ able to pick up a pump or a blue pump shotgun, but he doesn't want it. He's got that gold one already. I forgot that he had the gold. So a big opportunity there, but doesn't matter. Already got really lucky with that loot off the beginning. Fox Salt still has some of his balloons. Traveling far across. He's in Fatal Fields now, coming from Lucky Landing. So went a little bit north, still heading out to the northeast, just trying to get more centered in this circle, I believe. Now we see Daga taking some shots, however, so only 5 other players remaining. Hits the shot, a very quick hunting rifle shot. Only the body, though, so only about 85 or 90 damage. The player up on the hill does have a rocket launcher, though, so he's going to have to be very careful not to get rocketed here. Not very many materials for Daga either. Only about 200. He's trying to get up here. There comes the rocket. He's going to try to block it, but he isn't able to block it in time. Tries to hit the sniper shot with the hunting rifle. Takes damage for himself instead. A risky play. But now he does have the high ground, and this player jumped off, and he's got right above him right here. This is the Lizard Man that won game number 2. Daga trying to get revenge on him. Directly above him in this build fight, going to try to break through this ramp. He's stuck in this little 1x1. Tons of damage right there, and the pump shotgun to finish it off. Wolf will go down. An elimination number 2 for Daga, and a quick kill right there. A straight shot with the SMG, shredded him for about 60 damage, and then immediately pumped him one more time. And away from the game, Wolf will be removed. Daga earning himself another point. And now it is 3 out of 4 of our players on stream that are left in the game. Like I said, I believe Aqua should be the only other player remaining. Unless Aqua got taken out earlier and I missed it. That is my guess. I believe Aqua hiding somewhere. Fox Salt, feeling confident with those balloons, finally drops them off. He had those balloons attached to himself for a good long while. But he did finally decide to drop them off there. Didn't want to give away his position anymore. Making sure he stayed crouched low to the ground. Giving himself a little sneak around. That is how he won game number 1. Played the slow, steady sneak game. Snuck up on Mr. Daga and caught him by surprise. Giving him the victory in game number 1. Mr. Daga got into second place twice so far. He'll be really trying to push for this final victory royale. Got second place with 3 eliminations both times. Setting himself up for a similar situation. Already has 2 on the board. Daga absolutely our kill leader so far in this tournament with 6 over 2 games. Pretty tough to do when there's only 9 or 8 people. So very impressive. Is able to ignite this campfire that's on the ground here. Get it started. Gives himself 50 shield and back up to 100 health from courtesy of this wild campfire. Still quite low on mats for Mr. Daga. I'm kind of surprised. Wanted to use all those mats. Doesn't want to get stuck in the water moving slow. Make sure to use plenty of wood. Out and across he will go. Gets that chest out in the middle. EQs and Daga, you can tell just by his visual facial expressions right there. Having a good time this event. Sitting right next to each other. Right next to some IRL buddies. Giving each other a hard time. I think Daga earlier as we tuned into his audio. Giving EQ a little bit of toxicity. IRL. EQ's sitting it here up top in the barn in Fatal Fields, just trying to peek out of this little single window. Doesn't want to give away too much exposure. Could be quite a while before these 4 players find each other. The EQ is able to find some coconuts down here. Going to give himself another 20 shield or so. Up and running he will be. Feeling much better than he was originally. Remember, this is still the same game that started in Lucky Landing, where Mr. Daga was able to escape with 6 HP out of that first engagement. Seen Mr. Daga escape a couple of times with very low HP. Earlier last game, we saw him escape with 2 HP out of a quick engagement. Just has not been able to lock down the victory royale so far. Unfortunately for him, could be quite frustrating. Feels good for Mr. Daga as he is able to get that mission completed as well, knocking out some of those Battle Pass challenges while in a tournament. I get that multitasking done, not wasting any time here. Foxalt does have a silent sniper rifle here. He's also carrying around 2 disco balls. We'll see if he's able to put those to good use. Stun somebody for 4 seconds. Make sure they can't respond, can't build. Ooh, gets the opportunity for the boom bow as well. That explosive tipped arrow. He's debating between it. Doesn't look like he's going to be picking up immediately. Still currently holding on to the disco balls. The boogie bombs, officially named. And nothing so far. Does not want that boom bow. Makes me a little sad. I do love seeing the boom bow get used.
I'm not nice like that, you know, to give him a monitor. Yeah.
See if anybody's... These 2 players in Discord as well, hanging out together.
I stayed at my house for 2 weeks.
Still looking for this 4th player. Nobody has spotted the 4th and final player so far. Still hanging out, waiting for it. We've got EQ down here in Fatal Fields. Foxalt just to the east of Salty Springs. Decides to go ahead and pick up the boom bow. Drops his med kit. So Foxalt is going to bring out the explosive tipped arrows. Try to see what he can do with it. Mr. Daga just to the west of Paradise Palms. Out here in the desert, making sure he's getting his mats farmed back up. I know I was giving him a hard time earlier. Heard me through the caster's curse. Knew he was low on materials, getting himself farmed back up. Sitting at about 600, 200, and 150 right now. Plenty to get into this final game. Still nobody able to get eyes on this final player yet. Zone will be closing in about 30 seconds. This is going to be, I think, the first opportunity to be very close together. It's going to be circling in over Fatal Fields, or just to the northeast of Fatal Fields. Going to be a lot of open space, flat land. Not as much cover out here, just to the north of Fatal Fields. We even see Daga on the ATV. Now, that could be a little interesting. That's going to make a lot of noise. He's going to make himself known very quickly. He could be looking for other players, though. And if somebody shoots at him, Daga confident enough, however, that maybe he can take that fight. Going straight up in the air with that ATV. Says, shoot me. Somebody shoot me. Let me know where you're at. I dare ya. Begging for those shots. Oh, no, I just missed it. I turned away just for half a second, and that's all it took. Mr. Daga, I went over to tab to answer one question. Mr. Daga will take out Foxalt. He's got another player right here as well shooting at him. Mr. Daga only with 85 HP at the moment. And I think this is actually EQ. It is. The 2 players sitting right next to each other. Mr. Daga versus EQ. Mr. Daga on top. Misses a couple shotgun rounds, but 210 to the headshot. And that's going to take EQ out of the game and put Mr. Daga in a 1v1. The other player has come up as well right here. So it's all up to Mr. Daga. He's going to be guaranteed another second place finish. He's got 4 elims on the board. He's going to try to go for 5. Got the stink grenades out. The player's right there next to him. We just saw him make it up the ramp. Can he hit it? 73 shot with the shotgun. One more is going to do it, and that's going to finish it up. Takes Riddick out of the game. Victory Royale for Daga. He's going to wrap that up with 5 eliminations and 3 points for the victory. GG, game number 3. 3rd time's a charm. Mr. Daga taking that one. And that is going to give him a significant point lead over the rest of the player base here. GG's to Mr. Daga for game number 3, taking that victory. That one ended very quick. All those players were very close together. Everybody saw everybody right there at the end. And that is going to wrap it up for game number 3, guys. Don't go anywhere. We have game number 4 coming up right afterwards here. Just a couple minutes. Get the game set up. We'll be back in it at KCGameOn85 for the Solos Fortnite tournament. right, guys, we are quickly loading into game number 4 here, and I do have a treat for you guys. Let me show you what these teams are playing for. We're playing for some fun shield potion trophies, custom made by the very own Nick the Nerd, who happens to be right here, right now. This is like perfect timing. Custom shield potions made by Nick the Nerd, our fearless leader. They are gorgeous. They are beautiful. I know it's backward on screen, but first place, KC Game On Fortnite, right there with the logo. Absolutely beautiful. Custom-made shield potions going out to the winner today. Super awesome. And right now, the first place, the guys to beat is Mr. Daga Cruz, leading the way with 18 points and 11 eliminations. The next closest person, Catzilla, sitting at 8 right now. Absolutely throwing it down. Mr. Daga Cruz, TTV, showing why he's the one who has the custom server access. Be sure to give him a hookup on his support or creator code, Mr. Daga Cruz TTV, and give him those hookups, guys. Doing us a big favor with getting us that custom server access. We are dropping in right here, right now, into game number 4. Coming in hot. We got all 3 players. Shout outs again to all of our streamers, Foxalt, Daga, and EQ. Much appreciated, you guys. We got EQ in Tilted Towers, Mr. Daga down in Salty Springs, and Foxalt just going for a ride right now. He's over here by the volcano, gliding around, hitting these hot springs, bouncing up in the air, and he's going to land right here on the totem pole tiki torch building. See if he can find anything. You think he hears a chest above himself? I hope he doesn't, because it's no longer going to be there if he broke out the floor. It looks like he's just going to be grinding out some brick for himself. But once again, Mr. Daga, while we've got a little bit of a delay, last time I ruined myself, and I'm going to be scared now. As soon as I pull up this score screen, they're going to immediately pop up and start getting elims. But right now, Mr. Daga Cruz is your point leader. You feel free to check out if you're in the KC Game On Discord. You can view this spreadsheet yourself. Mr. Daga in the lead with 18 points. Catzilla in second with 8 points. And Foxalt bringing up that third place position with 6 points. But look at that elimination lead. Mr. Daga with 11 eliminations, Catzilla with 3, and multiple people after that with 1 point each. Absolutely slaying out right now. Mr. Daga Cruz is on a rampage, finding everybody in these lobbies. He's averaging 3 or 4 kills per game. Absolutely slaying out. We'll see if he can do it again. He struggled with game 1 and 2, getting that second place finish both times. Was finally able to lock down the victory royale in game number 3 in an aggressive end. The last game as well. Everybody at the end of the game was in the same area. The last 4 or 5 players all went within 45 seconds of the first one going. So extremely aggressive end to the last game. We'll see if it ends up being that way again in game number 4, or if it's maybe going to be slowed down just a little bit.
I'm very young.
No, you and Aiko are like right around the same age.
Are we?
Yeah.
No way.
Trying to get to see if we can get a little bit of player insight. The two of these guys, both really good friends, as we talked about, Mr. Daga and EQ, sitting right next to each other, just hanging out at this LAN event, having a good time. Talk a little bit about their loot right now. Everybody looking pretty decent. Nobody with grays, everybody with a lot of purples and blues and some greens around. Mr. Daga got that blue SMG, the green AR, and that green hunting rifle. We saw him doing some work with that blue hunting rifle on the last game. Goes ahead and just throws out those stink bombs. Doesn't want them in his inventory. Makes me laugh a little bit because he did lose a game in game number 2 to getting stink bombed from about 16 HP down. So doesn't want anybody following in his footsteps and picking up those stink grenades. Goes ahead and just pops them. Gets them out of the server right now. Foxalt over here underneath the volcano. He's got a green hunting rifle as well. He's got that redeploy once again, still with 10. And the blue AR, purple pistol, and blue pump shotgun. His inventory looking pretty strong, as well as getting himself up to that 200 HP mark. Down for EQs. It looks like he's got all of Tilted Towers to himself right now. Got a blue shotgun. He's actually carrying around a chug jug. He could pop that 50 HP shield if he wanted to get himself up to that 200, but just holding on to that chug jug. Also got the blue SMG and that purple silent sniper rifle. Got the pick of the litter down here in Tilted, though. Plenty of loot for one man. Just the hardest part's going to be finding all of it and deciding what he really wants, but should be able to come out of here quite stacked with whatever he would want to find. Did look like we already lost one player, as it was Catzilla that gets taken out. Riddick getting the elimination for that. If you look on the scoreboard, Riddick will be Unknown Tombo, his Discord name and Epic game name, just slightly different from each other. So Riddick / Unknown Tombo getting the first elimination of the game, as Catzilla unfortunately does get taken out quite early in this round, picking up that 8th place slot. Everybody else going to be a little bit of a delay as it goes with these private server matches. Not too surprising. We'll have quite a break in the action here. Daga has the heavy sniper rifle as well. We talked about earlier, EQ has that silent sniper rifle, but Daga with the heavy rifle, a scary situation in the hands of a player such as skilled as he is. Let's see if he can find anybody from a distance here. Also rocking those balloons as well for having a little bit of extra travel distance if he needs to get on the move. We see Foxalt gliding in down here to Retail Row. Still, none of these three players very close to each other, so we're going to have to keep an eye on the kill feed, make sure nobody else is getting in the background, getting into some engagements. 3 of these players separated enough that we won't have really much of a heads up if they're going to get into an engagement or not. I love just a small thing right here. We just saw Daga doing a very safe peek into that little 1x1 building. Opens the door, just right-hand peeks around it. Really wants to make sure he doesn't get popped coming in there. That would be a silly way to go out, and I'm sure he'd be frustrated by it. So I'm sure the reason he does that is that it's happened to him before. He's got popped going into one of those little 1x1 buildings and decided, nope, never again. So a very safe check going into that building. Just a muscle memory at this point, checking himself as he goes in there. Foxalt hanging out in this Retail Row, creeping around. Doesn't want to get spotted first by somebody. Really looking for these players. Daga and EQ having a good time right now, laughing at each other, playing it off. Talking about their streams. I was wondering if something hilarious happened that I just missed. I was trying to keep an eyeball on everything, but didn't see anything too crazy happen. But Daga was having a good time. You see on Foxsalt's stream right now, actually, he's got vision on a player inside Retail Row. He just saw him jump over that ledge. He's hiding right here behind this circle. One of the respawn vans hanging out right there in the middle of Retail Row. This player is coming up on Foxalt quickly. Fox has got to be ready for him. This player could have hurt him, but no, the player going to walk right by. Foxalt keeping an eyeball on him. Got his shotgun pulled out. He's going right past. Can he line it up? 28 shot for the shield. The player's quickly building, though. Foxalt and going to get hit for 26 as well. Trading blows back and forth with the shotgun. Lots of bouncing. Hits him for a big 130 and another 100. Down goes Riddick. Foxalt gets an elimination on the board, taking out the player that had gotten the elimination on Catzilla. So Riddick, or a.k.a. Unknown Tombo, going to get taken out as the second player in this lobby, as that point goes to Foxalt. Good patience as he just waited for that player to get up on him and walk past him right there. Opened up the opportunity and hit 2 great back-to-back headshot shotgun blasts to take Riddick out of the match. Nice and calm, cool, collected. Didn't panic. Lots of bouncing from the side of Riddick, but Fox was able to line that up right on his head. I think the first shot was for, I think it was a 28 shotgun blast, then 130, and then the straight 100 health. Take him right out of there. Saw Mr. Daga having a little bit of panic right there on the build, but he was able to catch himself. No issues. Foxalt went away, hid, healed back up a little bit. Now he's got his pick of what loot he wants. Decided he's going with it. He's got what he wants. He's happy. Blue AR, blue pump shotgun, the purple silence pistol, and the heavy sniper rifle in the legendary version. Looking very good. And even finds a slurp juice to take him from that 125 all the way up to that 200 HP. That was handy. Able to swap that right back out and keep and hold on his redeploy. Redeploy glider, very, very good for obviously getting around the map, or makes it really safe if you get into an aggressive build battle with somebody. You don't have to worry if they're going to knock your building down. You can just jump right off, hit your jump button again, and away you will fly. So glider redeploy, one of my favorite movement abilities, or movement items, and does not surprise me that Fox is going to hold on to it. Looks like Daga might be getting into an engagement. I think he knows somebody's beneath him here. Uses that heavy sniper to blow through the wall right there. Chasing somebody through here. Finds him inside. It is Lizard Man. He takes a big shot there, down to 99 HP. Gonna try to reload this heavy sniper rifle. Could use it to break through a wall quickly, or maybe just get a quick no-scope shot on him. Fortunately, does have one of these large 50 HP potions on him, so back to 149 he will go. A scary situation for Daga right there, as he did get opened up on. Lizard Man now directly above him. Gets him from behind. Hits him for that 50 damage again. So good thing he had that shield potion, but almost wasted at this point, as the player was able to get him with the shotgun. Daga in a scary situation. Peeked in this corner. He will go down. Super Moose, 76. Taking Daga out of the game. And that is the earliest we've seen Daga get taken out so far. No eliminations on the board. And will get taken out in 6th place for Mr. Daga. He will go down quickly. Like I said, the very earliest we've seen him get taken out so far. That is going to open up the opportunity for these other players to catch back up. We said Daga had a huge point lead at the beginning of this game. That gives a massive opportunity for him to go ahead and pop back into this. Foxalt with already 1 point on the board. He's sitting in 3rd place right now. The 2nd place player, I believe, who is Catzilla, got taken out of this game already. So going to be up to Foxalt. He's the player that is positioned in the best situation right now. The Foxalt just north of Retail Row, I believe. I don't think anybody nearby heard those shots. We see in the bottom corner, Quick Roble is able to take out Super Moose. Super Moose giving away his position when he got into that engagement with Mr. Daga. And Quick was able to come up and get him right there. So down to 4 players. We've got 2 left in the lobby. Or 2 left that we can see point of views of, excuse me. I need to clarify. The 2 POVs out of 4. Fox trying to scope out where this crate is going to land. These builds over there on the house and on the mountain. Crate coming down right between EQ and Fox. See if Fox spots EQ. He's up on the spire. Isn't able to spot him so far. Definitely sees where the crate's going to go. EQ sitting right above it. Fox still not able to see any players at this point. I was trying to see if we could get, I sent Daga another message. I haven't taken it down off this yet. Trying to see if we can get him. Oh no, in the bottom we see EQ getting launched on by a 4-wheeler here. The ATV tries to hit a snipe shot on it, but wasn't able to land it. The pops off the edge. Not able to land that shot right there. The Bright Bomber, I believe is who it was. Gets a couple shots on him right here. EQ in a precarious position. The launch pad comes up. This player is aggressive, coming right at him. Chips him in the toe for 12 shield damage right there. Quick Rope. Now we see the point of view. Thank you, Daga, my man, for giving me that point of view. We get the double point of view here. EQ and Quick Roble in the engagement together. Gets Stink Bomb. Quick Roble going up as high as he can on these 1x1s with that Bright Bomber skin. Able to this is another player. 3 players here now. The Lizard Man is involved as well, and that's Super Moose. Wolfman. Oh, no, it's Wolfman. So Wolfman able to get the kill onto EQ. EQ will go down. Quick trying to find Wolfman now. See where he's at. He got a little door through the wall. And no, we just tapped away. Wolfman gets saved, and down he will go. TTV, Quick Roble, takes him out. And just like that, we are down to a 1v1 situation. And as we can see on Foxsalt's point of view, he knows where this is at. So let me take Mr. Daga off right here. We've got a 1v1 situation from both points of view. I was very fast. All those players knew where the shots were coming from, and they all aggressively dove on it. And now, I don't know if Fox has taken a shot at this point yet, but Fox in an opportunity to clinch this. Like I said, Fox in that 3rd place position. Daga got taken out so early. That's an opportunity for him to earn some points on the board. And now Foxalt has absolutely given away his position. Quick knows exactly where he's at. He's going to take some time here and pop that Chug Jug. Love that semi-new animation of all the different healing abilities. The Chug Jug, absolutely fantastic. Lather yourself with that Chug Juice. Foxalt doing a little bit of looting. He's in a good situation here. Gold Heavy Sniper, Blue Pump, Blue AR, Purple Silence Pistol, and 2 Slurp Potions right now. This Bright Bomber pushing up. I don't know if he knows that Fox is right behind this tree. He's directly below him. Fox trying to play the stealthy game right now. And the Bright Bomber Quick will go right over the top. Foxalt now trying to find out where he's at. Quick going for this crate right here. Is able to pop it through the wall. Fox knows he's right in there. Hits him with the shots. Going to break down the wall, but Quick was ready for him. Now he's trapped inside. Returns the fire. Hits 2 great 36 damage shots, and he is going to push on that. Right above him now. He's lined it up. 88 with the shotgun. He's just right there. Going to give him the L. And Fox in a bad situation now. Only 40 HP. TTV Quick Roble Just stuck out in the storm just a little bit, but he is able to cap himself off and make himself a bridge up and around. Fox tries to take a little pump shot right there, but Robble is going to get him with the pistol shot. The snipe gray pistol, and down he will go. Quick going to win the game, and Foxalt taking the second place finish right there with an elimination on the board. Going to earn himself 3 points. Not going to be enough to put him in first place over Daga yet, but if Daga has another bad game and Fox is able to squeak one out, he could be coming up again. And GG's right there to Quick Roble, taking out the victory right there. And I think that's still going to be Daga in the lead, at least after Game 4. But we've got one left. We'll see how it's going to do. Coming up here quickly on KC Game on Fortnite, game number 5 in this solos. right, guys, we are here. The final game, game number 5 for this Kansas City Game On Fortnite Solos tournament. It's going to be a rough one for some of these guys. Mr. Daga right now in a significant point advantage. He is 9 points with 19 over second place. Aqua bringing up that second place spot with 10. Quickly followed by Fox Salt and Catzilla, both tied at 9 points apiece for that third place slot. It's going to be tough. Let's see what they can do here. Daga going to try to get another victory royale for himself, I am sure. But the other players, specifically Aqua, Fox, and Catzilla, going to have to work their tails off to try and get their points back on this. Only 7 points potentially available from the kill total if they killed everybody in the lobby. 3 coming out if you get first place. So Fox Salt or Catzilla gonna have to slay everybody in the lobby and get the victory royale. Aqua gets a little bit of leeway. He's only got to slay 6 out of 7 of the players and get first place, or slay everybody and get second place. I'm not sure how you could slay everybody and get second place. That would be a difficult thing to do, but very possible indeed. It's gonna be tough, but the math works out. It's possible and it's available. Mr. Daga, however, going to try to do the best to not let that happen. I think if Mr. Daga is able to lock down 1 or 2 eliminations here, I think that is going to put him in the lead just based on points. He's had some great games. Game number 1 and 2, both getting second place, and then game number 3, taking that victory royale. All of them with 3 or 4 eliminations, getting that 1 point per piece. Mr. Daga is slaying out today at KCGameOn, making his name known and proving why he's the one that we're able to use his custom servers for. He's earned those custom servers by streaming, being a creator for Epic, using that support a creator code, Mr. Daga Cruz TTV. Go hook him up with a little bit of cash in his wallet from using the support a creator code. But really, make sure you go check out all these guys' Twitch channels. Give them a follow. Go say hi to all of them. Mr. Daga Cruz, Fox Salt, and EQ's TV. They're all streaming for us today so we can get some content here and make sure we watch what's going on in this Fortnite action. While we got going on, everybody kind of settled in and ready to roll. EQ's having a good time, I think. He's just chilling over here. He's just kind of jumping from building to building over here. He's got 1 balloon. He's got very low gravity going on right now, just kind of having a good time. Mr. Daga up in the top left. He's got some pretty good loadout right now. Already sitting at 200 HP. Got that extra chug jug as a backup. The blue pump and the blue hunting rifle, as well as an AR and an SMG. Feeling pretty good. Maybe just wants to upgrade that SMG and AR color a little bit. Get a little bit better abilities. But his loadout is pretty solid. Coming right off the bat here out of Lazy Lagoon. All these guys very separated, and we were just talking about it in between the game, between ourselves here. This is actually probably the most separated we've seen these 3 players so far. They've all been kind of landing really close to each other, oddly enough. Not planning it at all, just happens to be that's where they all want to land. But this time kind of on different sides of the map. Tilted Towers, Lazy Lagoon, and Paradise Palms for our 3 streamers. Probably going to have to keep an eye on that kill feed in the bottom left of EQ's screen. He's the only one without the camera over the kill or over the elimination feed. And going to make sure we keep an eye on that as we cannot see 5 of the other players in the lobby right now. So hopefully we'll get some information from that if they decide to get in some engagements. Right now in Lazy Lagoon, Daga going through here getting some loot, but he passed up all those tasty pallets. I think I would be just as excited about the pallets and the loot right here. There's a couple hundred wood just sitting right there in those pallets, but decides not worth his time and took a couple swings at him a minute ago, but decides to step away. We'll see if he goes back to him. Those pallets give a lot of wood, and I am quite surprised he doesn't feel like he needs to prioritize those in his looting right now. Already sitting at 450 wood, so maybe just feeling like he's confident enough, but he is swinging all these barrels, and I don't know, 5 or 6 per swing versus like 12 or 15 per swing on the pallets makes it a little bit interesting. Maybe he'll go back over there. Maybe he's just not too worried about it, just trying to make his way through the boat here and get as much loot as possible. There he goes, back for the pallets. That's what I was talking about. Up that wood amount, 25 to 30 wood per pallet, racking him up to over 700 wood at this point, and he's feeling much happier about that. He's going to be almost max wood then, be set for the future. Actually drops out that chug jug for the slurp juice as well. Doesn't want to take too long with the chug jug. Able to cannon himself out, quickly use that movement ability to get away, get himself another treasure chest over here. A couple of them, actually. Not what he was looking for out of them, but not a bad start anyway. See Fox Salt over here in Paradise Palms. He's getting some pretty good loot. He's got a golden scar and the minigun as well as the treasure map and a shotgun for himself. Able to continue where he wants to go. Picks himself up a launch pad as well. This is the screen on the top right corner. Going to have some great movement abilities. Thanks to Fox Salt for bringing up his map. We do know the zone is going to be in the northeastern corner, up where the old Wailing Woods used to be, where the new volcano is now. Be heading up northeast, a little bit different than most of the zones we've seen so far. I feel like most of our zones today have been quite down in the south, so this one going up in the top right corner of the map, and everybody up to the north side. Beyond that, as always, it could just be a little bit of a delay here before we see too much action. All the players in the server, only 8 total, as it is private custom servers for this LAN event. Everybody, mostly everybody, here at the event at KC Game On Live. Today we are coming at you from Park University Underground. It's a really, really cool venue, completely underground. You get absolutely zero cell service down here, but a really, really cool venue nonetheless. Everything totally underground in all these office buildings and computer labs. Super, super awesome. A lot different than what we're used to at our normal KC Game On event. So a nice little change of venue as our normal building is getting renovated this year. Still not too much going on. Foxsalt taking his sweet time with his balloons over here at the racetrack. Headed up a little bit north from Paradise. EQ still has plenty of time to go through here and loot through all of Tilted Towers. He's got his last 2 balloons on his person, but if he really wanted to pick up some more, he's got balloons on the floor above him. If he wanted to go pick up some more mobility, he would have the opportunity to. Looks like we do have Daga has come up on somebody, or at least see some builds. He's checking to see if there's anybody in this one buy. Nobody here, though. So not able to lock down where they were. Was able to get himself some even more good materials. 700 wood, 400 brick. If he goes up here for the hamburger, he's going to get another 100 metal out of it. So he's going to be in a really good situation. But it does look like he is eyeballing that rift. Able to take this stationary rift right here and travel across the map even farther. Got the launch pad in his inventory as well. Like we said, we're heading up to this northeast side of the map, trying to keep an eyeball lookout for anybody. I thought he actually took a shot there, but I think it was just a little bit of a lag delay on my screen. It kind of looked like an impact marker, but obviously still at 200 HP, coming after this crate that's on the ground. Just free loot for him sitting right here. Able to pick up a gold P90. That's an upgrade. Go from a gray SMG to the gold P90. Couldn't ask for a better upgrade for that. Still sitting with those 2 full slurp juices as well. Have plenty of healing abilities for him. Foxsalt and EQ both with the balloons out, trying to travel through. So far this game, players quite a bit slower in terms of everybody finding each other. No eliminations so far in this entire round, and we are already coming into the 3rd circle, closing up here quickly. So people are going to be getting into firefights very soon. Daga going back over to the boat. Started here at the Lazy Lagoon. Stepped away just a little bit, but obviously we saw was able to take that rift and come back home. Back to where he started at. Trying to keep an eye on all these guys' mini-maps. Still, the 3 of these players quite far away from each other. And we have yet to see anybody else in the server so far. 5 other players hiding out somewhere. Another potential upgrade for Daga if he likes the AK. Does look like he wants the fire rate of just the green AR. Doesn't want that slower, harder hitting AK. Had the blue one drop there out of the chest for him. Foxsalt with the balloons up and running. Just trying to take a little peek around him. Hit this chest right here. His gear's looking pretty good. But just as I say that, he starts getting shot from the hill. Player up on the airplane spawn. I guess there's no airplanes anymore. Tries to return some fire. He was able to hit about 30 damage on him while flying with the balloons. Player is going to go ahead and build up into this 1x1 tower. Foxsalt goes around, out and around this this little hill here. Able to get up top perhaps, though, with the balloons. Player doesn't even know he's right there. Hits a good 36 shot. Had the opportunity to open up on him. Now the player's got some builds waiting for him. Went through all his wood and his brick. Now that player's stuck on metal. So he could be out of his materials quicker than expected. Foxsalt, a little bit of a risky play here, trying to stay stealthy. 15 seconds to pop this chug jug. The player goes over on the grapple. This is an opportunity for Fox, but he does decide to go ahead and just stay safe. Doesn't want to take shots and give his position away while he's only sitting at 65 HP.
See if he comes back. He can get me right here.
Fox talking out his thoughts. A little bit scared. There's the player that glided away. I think that might actually be a different player. That may be Daga, and Daga was not the one on the grapple. That was definitely Daga that we saw in midair right there. That is a different player, not the same one that took the grapple just moments ago that we saw with Foxsalt. EQ trying to get in this hamster ball, doing his thing. Daga just going all the way up to the north side. All the way above Sunny Steps. Fox was able to get that chug jug off, so a good play by him. Back to 200 HP.
Because I saw Naka flying the other way.
Fox actually knows their skins. He's been playing long enough. He knows the player that was on the zipline was not Daga. However, he did call out that the player that he saw gliding was Daga, so he doesn't want to go that direction, specifically calling out knowing that the point leader right now is in that direction, and he doesn't want to go over there. But as we can see on our point of view, Daga is making the rounds. He's got tons of mobility right now, and he's just circling around, so he's in a completely different spot than when Fox first originally saw him. We see right now, trying to get a shot right there. We saw Catzilla gets a shot onto Riddick, and EQ is trying to take the KS right there. Another player gliding in as well. This could get into an aggressive firefight here. Daga with the grenade launcher up. Wolfman was able to take Catzilla out. He got above him right there and just shot down. Catzilla was still low from his previous engagement with Riddick. Now EQ trying to shoot up the hill with his grenade launcher. Only 4 more grenades remaining. See, Wolfman is up here on the top of the hill. Probably just healed himself up a little bit. I think we saw him take some shield damage from Catzilla before he was able to get the elimination. EQ just not quite able to get the grenades up high enough. Tries to hit him with a hunting rifle shot, but takes one himself. Tries to re-peek again. That was a scary peek. EQ deciding he's just going to go ahead and back out now. Doesn't want to take this fight. He's very low HP. Daga hanging out right now, just taking a quick break inside of a little top cap. EQ getting pushed on from above. Takes the lower shot right there, and he will get taken out. TTV, quick roble. Drops EQ out of the match right there. That is going to do it. You saw him with that. I thought he had a hunting rifle earlier. He must have just headshot him a couple times with the Scar. Did some huge damage on EQ at the beginning of that fight, and I thought it was a hunting rifle, but it was not. But as we see that, quick roble trying to get back up the ramp here now. He's got another player right in front of him. Some great edits on these top caps to get himself through safely. Got below him right here. Hits him with a great 65 shot. Takes a little bit for himself, but 65 shield damage onto his opponent. Tries to pop a bandage, but unfortunately getting shot from the side right there. That player did a great shot through the wall. Hit him for a bunch of damage. Was only at 6 shield. Pops one quick mini right there to put himself back up a little bit. We see in the top left, Daga was able to also get on down to Super Wolf right there. So 2 fights happening at once. Daga able to confirm an elimination for himself. Drops down a great headshot for 136 coming out from TTV. Quick roble. It was a great drop down and does take out Wolfman. We saw a long engagement on the top of this hill. Wolfman taking Catzilla. Catzilla KS'd from EQ before that. And EQ goes down, so everybody just trading 1 for 1 for 1. And just like that, we have 3 players remaining. Mr. Daga, Fox Salt, in this quick rope that we are seeing the POV through EQ right now. Fox Salt trying to minigun on Mr. Daga as he goes across the zip line.
Ouch. Crap, I didn't want that to happen.
Was not able to get anything. Takes a little bit of fall damage right there. A little upset at himself. He knows Daga is up here at this building. He's going to go ahead and push him aggressively. Only has 156 life due to that fall damage. Daga trying to maybe lay a sneaky trap inside the building on the top left screen here. Now he's got the builds going. Once it's high ground, he hears Fox coming in. Fox right below him. I think we have a little bit of stream delay, so we're going to keep an eye on Mr. Daga's screen. Fox just a little bit behind, I believe. Daga has to build up here aggressively. He's going all the way up top. Fox trying to shoot him out. That's actually, we see, that's quick all the way from afar. Tries to take a quick hunting rifle shot, but isn't able to lock him down. We've got Fox Salt directly beneath him, and Quick trying to take far shots from over to the south, I believe, up the mountain ledge. See if we can tab back down here. I'm going to regret this, guys. We're going to do a quick F5 refresh and try to get these streams synced up. Both of them still alive at the moment. Should be a much closer sync. Yes, they're within 1 second of each other now. Everybody. So a much closer sync at this point. Not as much delay. Daga says, I don't want to get pinched right here. He knows Quick roble is coming up from behind as well. He knows where he's at, so he just takes the zip line and gets out. Now it's up to Quick. Fox Salt now directly below Quick as well. I don't know if Quick knows that Fox is there. I think Quick saw Daga take the zipline out and away, but doesn't know that Fox was still here. Daga coming back across with the help of the vent and glider. Quick actually a little risky here. He's going for the crate. but he kind of gives away his position and actually, unfortunately, shot the farther away crate. So he was trying to shoot a crate down, but he shot the wrong one, and that may have given away his position, made a lot of noise. And there we see now Daga is able to hit him in the hamster ball, as he knew exactly where he was. He's trying to blow him up through the hamster ball, knock this hamster ball down. The hamster ball will pop right here. 21 shield damage onto Quick to open up with that P90. Gonna get a quick reload. Quick now stuck underneath, and we see Fox from afar with the minigun, gonna lay in some covering fire, try to take out both of these guys at once. Quick was able to get was up at high ground, jumped back down with the shotgun, misses the shot. A quick shield right there from Daga, and he gets pumped in the back right there. He's got a trap set up, but he isn't able to get it. Quick will get the elimination onto Daga. The great trap placement, it forced Daga out of the box. Down Daga will go. Quick now with 3 eliminations. It's going to be up to Fox Salt to attempt to 1v1 this. Quick at about 139 HP. Fox at 156. Probably still kicking himself a little bit from the fall damage earlier. Quick, fortunately, does have a campfire ready. And now he will open up with the minigun. Does a ton of damage on him right there. Knocks him down to 14 shield. As we got Fox on the left. And Quick, or sorry, Fox on the right and Quick on the left. Did a little bit of damage with that minigun. But Quick is able to use his mini shields and get back on top of this building here safely. Fox playing it safe inside. This is the final 1v1 of the day for Fortnite. Game number 5. Fox Salt playing safe, hiding behind this door right here, waiting for somebody to walk through. I don't think that's the door. It is really close. He comes in and just builds himself a wall. I like this safety play from Quick. And another door. Fox right there. He's got him around the right side peak. And Fox Salt will take it with a quick 91 and a 63 pump damage. Victory Royale for Fox Salt. And taking his second victory of the day. Taking Quick Robble out. Fox Salt happy with that. A clap of the hands and a fist pump. That is going to do it. 1 elimination is all it takes when it's the final player. Fox Salt getting game number 5, Victory Royale. However, I do still think that does mean that Mr. Daga Cruz is going to be our winner of the day. Let me make sure and real quick update these points just real quickly so I can verify that. But I am fairly confident that Mr. Daga Cruz is going to be the one to take it. We'll get these final point tallies in here real quick. One second, guys. Tallying up these final points. I do think that is going to do it, though. We have our top 3 here to bring up the point totals. And it is indeed Mr. Daga Cruz TTV, the man giving us the custom server access today. You see him on the left side of your screen right there. Taking the victory handily, 22 points with second place, only getting 13. 12 eliminations with Fox Salt coming in second right there with 3 elims. Fox Salt was holding out into that third place for the longest time. Sneaks into second just over Catzilla right there. Catzilla got taken out early in this game, earning himself third place with 11 points. Mr. Daga Cruz, though, once again, congratulations. The official winner going to be taking home this beautiful, beautiful, custom, handmade, first place shield potion, handmade, handcrafted for KCGameOn right there. Gonna be going home with that one. Congratulations to Mr. Daga Cruz. Came out swinging all day. Got second place in the first 2 games, and then got first place in the third game. Didn't matter, though, for his placement on the 4th and 5th game, as he came out with 12 eliminations over the day. That is impressive when each server only had 8 or 9 players. So GG's once again, Mr. Daga Cruz. Thanks for everybody coming out and playing. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you guys had a fun time watching. Shout outs to all of the streamers Fox Salt, EQ, and Mr. Daga for letting me cast over their gameplay. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been able to anything to see. And again, thank you, Mr. Daga, for giving us your custom server access so we could do that today. Make sure to check out KC Game On, guys. They are awesome. They do bi-monthly events, LAN events every other month. Next one will be coming up in June. Go check out their website, www.kcgameon.com, and be sure to check out all the social media on this page right here. Go give them some love, guys. We'll be back later tonight with Apex coming out. KC Game On Apex will be the Twitch channel. We got an Apex Squads tournament coming at you later this evening, starting at 7 p.m. Central. Come back. Don't miss it. You guys have a good one.